to another class. The magic 45-90 degrees. I'm sure it was very fantastic. This is another magic, the magic of 30-60-90. To buttress this point, once we have 60, it shows that it's likely to be an equilateral triangle. So we draw an equilateral triangle to buttress the teaching. The sides are equal, so each side is 60 degrees. But now we're going to divide it into two so that we can have a right angle triangle, which will be 30. Now, since this side, the apex, the peak is 60 degrees, so you're going to divide the angle into two equal halves, which will give us 30. Let's assume each side is 2, 2, 2. So this will give us 1, and this place will be 1. Then we want to look for x, this side, the height. So we say 2 square, which is the hypotenuse, equals opposite plus adjacent. So x squared will be 2 squared minus 1 squared. That will be 4 minus 1, and that will be 3. So x will be root 3. So it means that this height, opposite or adjacent, whatever it is root 3. So this will give us a formula. Under triangle 30, 60, 90, the angle facing 30 is 1. The angle facing 60 is root 3. And the angle facing the right angle, the 90, is 2. So what does this formula teach us? What does this formula teach us? Once the angle, the side facing angle 30 is 1, whatever it is, angle this side facing angle 90, the hypotenuse, will be double what 30 degrees is having. And then we'll only multiply by root 3 to get our 60 degrees. Let's look at some questions to buttress what we are saying here. Let's look at this question. Something like this. This 90. This 60. And this 30. And we're given 3 centimeters this way. A, B, C. And we are asked to find AC, line AC, which is this, and line BC, which is this. So let's call this Y, let's call this X. Using this formula, the angle, the side facing 30 is 3. So to get our 90, we multiply whatever 30 is having by 2. So Y will give us 2 times 3, which is 6. Now x, we'll multiply whatever the x is facing 60. To get the line, the side facing 60 degrees, we'll multiply whatever the side facing 30 degrees by root 3. So we're going to have 3 times root 3, and that will give us 3 root 3 centimeter. Well, let's see whether we are right in any of these questions. How do we prove if we are right or we are not right? Okay, if x is y squared, will be s squared plus 3 squared. S squared is 3 root 3 squared plus 3 squared. Now 3 root 3 squared is 3 times 3 times root 3 times root 3. That's the meaning of 3 root 3 squared. Then plus 9, 3 squared here. 3 times 3 here is 9. Times root 3 times root 3 is 3. That's 27 plus 9. That will give us 36. So y squared is 36. Why? Well, because the square root of 36 and the square root of 36 is 6. Here we are. The square root of 36 is 6, and this is it. So instead of taking time looking for, okay, Pythagorean theorem, cosine 30, tan 30, we just look at this ratio and we apply them accordingly. Another question, a triangle, right angle triangle, this way, 30 above 30 degrees, and then the bottom 60 degrees, 60 degrees. The side facing angle 90 is 8 centimeter. Let's call it X, Y, Z. So we are asked to look for Z, or we are asked to look for Z, and we are asked to look for X here. So the angle facing the right angle, the angle 90, is 8. So to get the angle facing 30 degrees is half of whatever is facing 90 degrees. So X, which is at 30 degrees, will be half of the 90 degrees, the side. That's half of 8, that's 4. So X will give us 4. Now, if X will give us 4, the side facing angle 60 is root 3 times whatever the side facing angle 30 is. So Z is equal to root 3 times whatever the angle facing 30, which is X. That will be X root 3. What is X? 4 root 3. Is how to get 4 root 3 centimeter. We could say we want to confirm if our answers are right. If our answers are right, let's put this as 4 root 3 and this 4. So we say the hypotenuse, let's assume we don't know the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is y squared, which is 8, but let's assume we don't know, equals to 4 root 3 squared, 4 root 3 squared plus 4 squared. That's 4 times root 3 times 4 times root 3 plus 16. 4 times 4 is 16. Times root 3 times 3 is 3 plus 16. 16 times 3, 48 plus 16. 48 plus 16, 4 is 64. So y will be square root of 64, and that gives us 8 centimeter. Here we have 8 centimeter. Here. Y is 8 centimeter, y is 8 centimeter. Z is 4 root 3, x is 6. So we just add to this formula and figure out the questions at hand. We can look at here, we have this triangle, this right angle triangle called Z, this x, this 60 degrees, this 30 degrees, x, okay, this should be y, and this 5 centimeter. So how do we look for, let's call this Z and let's call this y. So how do we look for Z and y? Where is the hypotenuse? The side facing the angle 90. Where is this? Angle 60. The side facing it is 5 centimeter. 5 centimeter. Now, we are given 60, which root 3 as 5. So the angle facing angle 60 is 5 centimeter. What do we do to root 3 to get 1? We divide root 3 by root 3. So whatever we are given to get angle 30, we just divide 5 over root 3. Because if we are given root 3 here and want to get 1 under angle 30, facing the side facing angle 30, we just divide root 3 over root 3. What we are given by what we are given. But what we are given root 3 by what we are given to get 1. So we have been given what we are given we divide by root 3. We have been given our supposed root 3 is what? 5. So we divide it by root 3 here. And then, so this will be our answer. To get 30 degrees, whatever you are given, you divide by root 3. So this root 3 divided by root 3 will give us 1. Now to get 90 degrees, well, we should not forget that it is 2 times whatever 30 degrees is. So 5 root 3 times 2. That will give us 10 root 3. So this is our answer. We could prove it. We could prove it. How can we prove it? Z is the hypotenuse. Let's say z squared equals y squared plus 5 squared. So z squared plus y is 5 root 3. 5 root 3 squared plus 25. This is 5 over root 3 times 5 over root 3 plus 25. This will give us 25 over 3 plus 25. Yes. So the LCM is 3 is 25 plus 75, and that will give us 100 over 3, and that will give us 33 1 over 3. Now 10 root 3. What will 10 root 3 give us? It will give us the same thing. 10 root 3 multiply those times by root 3. That's 10 root 3 over 3. So this will give us 3.333 times root 3, and we'll have what we are having there. So 10 divided by root 3 will give us the same thing. I want to believe right. 5 to 5 root 3 times root 3 will give us 3, and then 5 will give us this. So let's look at yet another question. 90. A question that combines 30, 60, 90. Let's look at this triangle. This 60 degrees, and we are told this 45 degrees, and we have been told this is A, B, C, D, and this is 4 centimeter. So, and we have been told to look for ADX. Before we can look for this, we have to look for this angle 30. Now the angle facing angle 30 is 4. So we multiply by root 3 to get 6. So this angle Y facing 60, we say Y will be 4 root 3 centimeter. Why this? Though we are not asked to look for AB, AB will be 8 centimeter. Since this is AB will be 8 centimeter. Is twice the side facing angle 30. Twice the side facing angle 30. So Y will be whatever angle 30, side facing angle 30 is, we multiply by root 3. So the side facing angle 30 is 4, we multiply by root 3. Now how do we get our line? Line AD, which is X. Let's write this here, 4 root 3. This 45 degrees, it means this is also 45 degrees. And in our angle 45, 45, 90, we say we have 1:1 root 2. So whatever 45, the line, the side facing 45 degree is, we just multiply by root 2 to get the side, the hypotenuse facing the angle 90. So root 2, what is X? X will be the side facing 45 degrees, 4 root 3 Just multiply by root 2. That will be 4 root 6 centimeter. Very easy. Very easy to do. Very easy. We've done this. We could also, let's check whether we are right or we are wrong. Let's assume we are looking for y. Y under Pythagoras theorem give us 8 squared minus 4 squared. That's 64 minus 16. That will be 64 minus 16 is 8. That's 48. What is 48? 48 is anything as 16 times 3. It's y squared. So y will be square root of 16 times 3. That's 4 root 3. Y. Here we are. Y. 4 root 3. Here. 4 root 3. Here we are. So if this is 4 root 3, this also will be 4 root 3. So we can look for our x. X will be 4. X will be 4 root 3 squared plus 4 root 3 squared. That will be 4 times root 3 times 4 times root 3 plus 4 root 3 times 4 root 3. 4 times 4 is 16 times root 3. That's 48. Plus 4 times 4 is 16 times root 3. That's 8. 48 plus 48. That's 96. That's 96. So now, how do we find the x? X is x squared. So x will be square root of 96. What's the square root of 96? That will be x will be square root of 96. What can we think about 96? That will be 16 times 6 times 6 36. 6 remainder 3. That's 16 times 6. So x will be 4 root 6. 4 root 6. The same here. 4 root 6. So I want to believe her is really a magic formula for 30, 60, 90 and then 45, 45, 90. Thank you for your time. It's been a very interesting time. Till we meet in the next class, don't forget to tell your friends, those who may need this that we do. Don't forget to share, subscribe and like. Till we meet in the next class.